For nearly 2 months, NATO has been attacking targets and troops loyal to Colonel Gaddafi from the air. But there's a recognition held by some in the military from the outset, and increasingly now by their political masters, that the scope of the action must be widened. Speaking to the Sunday Telegraph, the head of the armed forces said the vice was closing on Colonel Gaddafi, but must be tightened. General Sir David Richards says we need to do more. If we don't up the ante now, there's a risk that the conflict could result in Gaddafi clinging to power. Like others, he says this does not mean a concerted attempt to eliminate Gaddafi. We are not targeting him directly, but if he was in a command and control centre that was hit by NATO and he was killed, then that is within the rules. The UN resolution governing NATO action 1973 allows all necessary means to safeguard Libyan citizens. Some fear a military stalemate is now being played out, and there's pressure to exploit the interpretation of the resolution more fully. Speaking to the BBC, the Defence Secretary says this is in line with government thinking.
If it's acceptable to destroy the tanks and armoured vehicles of Gaddafi when they directly threaten the civilian population, it's legitimate to degrade the command and control and intelligence networks of the regime which are used to command those forces and provide that threat.
General Richards points out that NATO is not hitting Libyan infrastructure targets. If pressure is to be intensified, these must be added to the list. Adam Minot, BBC News.